Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of the reporter vlog for November 13th, 2024. 2024. How y'all doing? Today is pretty much gonna be a story dump, serious one. Because before these stories on my timeline grow even more stale. But like I said, today's gonna be a serious story dump. With the first one being I guess you say put it on the category of crazy. Somebody decided to lose their mind and send racist texts throughout the states. Um, uh, that's for further for the that's part of passing along a foolish spirit of racism. Um, but we all know the reason why. Just look who's going to occupy the White House, and you'll find out the reason why. Why somebody decided to get this started. Okay, this to give my credits. This story is brought to you by donated by the WLKY. Uh, brought to you by WLKY from the AP, with the publishers being Ayana Alexander, Ollie Swinson, and Gary Fields from the Associated Press. Updated 10:22 a.m. on November 8th, 2024. Short and sweet. Washington racist text messages invoking slavery raised alarm across the country this week. Uh, After they were sent to a black man, woman, and students, including middle schoolers, prompting inquiries by the FBI and other agencies. Messages sent anonymously, of course, were reported in several states, including New York, Alabama, California, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Tennessee. They generally used a similar tone by varied in wording. Some instructed the recipients to show up at an address at a particular time with your belongings, while others didn't include a location. Some of them mentioned the incoming presidential administration. That's it. That's it. It wasn't yet clear who was behind the messages, and there was no comprehensive list of where they were sent. But high school and college students were among the recipients. FBI said the FBI said it was in touch with the Justice Department on the messages, and Federal Communications Commissions said it was investigating the text alongside federal and state law enforcement. The Ohio Attorney General Office also said it was looking into the matter. Never mind, let's continue. Outside the federal state law enforcement, the Ohio Attorney General's office also said it was looking into the matter. Tasha Dunham of Lodi, California, said her 16-year-old daughter showed her one of the messages Wednesday evening before her basketball practice. The text not only used her daughter's name, but it directed her to report to a plantation in North Carolina, where Dunham said they've never lived. When they looked up the address, it was a location of a museum. It was very disturbing. Dunham said everybody's just trying to figure out what does all this mean for me. So I definitely had a lot of fear and concern. Her daughter initially thought it was a prank, but emotions are high following Tuesday's presidential election. Dunham and her family thought it could be more nefarious and reported it to a local law enforcement. It wasn't in slavery. My mother wasn't in slavery, but we're a couple of generations away. So when you think about how brutal and awful slavery was for our people, it's awful and concerning, Dunham said. About six middle school students in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, received the messages too, said Megan Schaffer, acting superintendent of law in Marion School District. The racist nature of these text messages is extremely disturbing, made even more so by the fact that the children have been targeted. So wrote in a letter to parents. Students at some major universities, including Clemson in South Carolina and the University of Alabama, said they received the messages. The Clemson Police Department said in a statement that it been notified of the deplorable racially motivated texts and email messages and encouraged everyone who received the one to report it. University of Alabama freshman Elise McCall told sister station WVTMM that she was in class when she got the text and it brought her to tears. I can say, oh, it's proof. It's a spoof message. Oh, it's a spam message. But that's truly scary, McCall said. These messages are going out to thousands of young African American students who fought just as hard to get into college as everybody else did and make opportunities for themselves to thrive and getting those messages, then walking around and are not even going to class because they're scared to walk on your own campus. It's not fair. Fisk University is a historically black university in Nashville, Tennessee. Issued a statement calling the messages that targeted some of the students deeply unsettling. It urged calm and assured students that the texts likely were from bots or malicious actors with no real intentions or credibility. Nick Laudum, a senior vice president of the wireless industry trade group CTIA, said wireless providers are aware of these threatening spam messages and are aggressively working to block them in the numbers that they are coming from. David Brody, director of Digital Justice Initiative at the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights under law, said that they aren't sure who is behind the messages, but estimated that they have been sent to more than 10 states. Let's repeat that again. These messages have been sent to more than 10 states. So pretty much, I guess you say half of the United States, because 15 or there's 50 states in the United States. You send out 10 of them. Yep, 50 minus 10, that's 40. But including most southern states, of course, Maryland, Oklahoma, and even the District of Columbia. The District Metropolitan Police Force said in a statement that its intelligence unit was investigating the origins of the message. Brody said a number of civil rights laws can be applied to hate-related incidents. The leaders of several other civil rights organizations condemned the messages, including Margaret Huang, President and CEO of the Southern Poverty Law Center, who said hate speech has no place in the South or our nation. The threat and the mention of slavery in 2024 is not only deeply disturbing, but it perpetuates a legacy of evil that dates back to before the Jim Crow era, and now seeks to prevent Black Americans from enjoying the same freedom to pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness, said NAACP President and CEO Derek Johnson. These actions are not normal, and we refuse to let them be normalized. But it's gonna do it for that one. My goodness, this old ghost continues to walk around the United States. Now it has a vessel in a advocate. Uh, yeah, I said it. A vessel that gives it permission to walk around these United States. Um, Basically, this is a fear tactic to strike fear into the into the young people, especially the graduates and the up and coming generation, uh, to keep them in their place. In other words, that's what it's all about. Keep them in their place in the and at their level. In other words, to treat them like like what slavery has been done has done in the past. To keep you at the level, keep you from being the threat. That pretty much just a strike fair. And but this is some sick stuff right there. Here in this first story, you sending out messages to 10 states for what? For what? Dang, dang. But like I said, it's come from everything has a beginning, and all I gotta say, January 1st, the beginning will be speaking, making his inaugural address, and and you wonder why. And let's put it like this also. You wonder why these strange things are happening. You wonder why. Did somebody decided to wake up in the morning and send these racist texts to 10 states, 10 states, 10 of the 50 states. Because it's all about spreading the hate, all about spreading the hate and the fear. But it's a pointless thing. It really is. If you truly look at the spirit and the personality of racism, it's a pointless thing. It really is. And like the guy said in the last the guy said in the last paragraph, the mention of slavery in 2024 is not only deeply disturbing, but it perpetuates a legacy. It's all about keeping a legacy going. All about keeping the legacy of hate going. Whew. And you think that's normal? In other words, now let me put it like this: people will sit back, born in that garbage, and think it's normal. Think it's normal. Yeah, people in this world that think this garbage is normal. Or you got people in this world that try to play it off like it's nothing. But not everything is the same. Not everybody's the same. That's what his personality, this spirit of hate wants you to think that everybody's the same. Everybody that's different from you is the same. Every white person thinks the same. Sorry, is not the case, because it perpetuates this, racism as well, except in a different shade. But that's all I got for this one. Let me move on because I'm pretty much story dumping. Anyway, okay, next story. I really got a double header because the other story, the third one
I'm just thinking, if you
is
switch
for the
Kevin Garnett,
Big Red wrap up. Okay, let's see, let's see. Oh man, what's go? Okay, from the Daily Horn. Promising singer fairly shot during robbery on tour bus. This from the Daily Horn. Give my credits. This is from the Daily Horn. Published on November 9th, 2024 by John Nightbridge. Okay. Tragic incident unfolded in Peru when a group of armed robbers robbed band's tour bus, resulting in the death of singer Aliska Dalio Manrique Castillo, a 27-year-old mother and member of the Harmonos Gorillas Orchestra, was returning from a performance when the incident occurred. The sailors interceded the bus uh, intercepted the bus around 5 a.m. on Monday at Bagua Grande, leading into a horrifying sequence of events. Six armed individuals halted the bus, forcibly boarded it. Castillo, known for her stage name as Dalia Castillo, attempted to escape the situation by running to the back of the bus and locking herself in the bathroom. However, one of the attackers shot her in the back and leg, leaving her in critically injured. The sailors then abandoned Castillo in the roadside ditch, despite efforts to rush her to San Diego Apostol Hospital in Bagua Grande. She succumbed to the injuries. The tragic incident left the band and her family in shock. Ingrid uh, Vallejo, a representative of the Harmonos Gorillas Orchestra, provided a chilling account of the incident to the police. According to Vallejo, uh, the attackers brutally assaulted and the other band members and robbed them. They were forced to look away under the threat of being shot. Robbers made away with the band's earnings and the instruments. Stello had recently joined the Harmonos Galeros orchestra and was also pursuing a degree in business administration. She leaves behind a 9-year-old son. Valero described Costello as a talented and dedicated musician with a promising future. Jair Enrique Costello's brother revealed that the police have identified the suspect, including in the attack. The investigation into the incident is ongoing. The music community mourns the loss of a promising talent. Well, and I had no commentary on that one. This one, all about money. In some cases, when it comes to these people robbing famous people, but man, oh man, prayers to the family. Um, that's prayers to the family on this one. All right, that's gonna do it for the doubleheader because my other one belongs to another podcast. The third story. Um, y'all have a good one. Uh, watch yourself out there, especially like I said, if you go to a black college, watch yourself out there because it's loose. It really is. It's loose. You never hear about this that type of garbage back in the day, sending texts, sending a flood of Texas to races racially subject Texas texts with racist subject meanings. Never used to hear about that garbage. Yeah, you just never hear about that garbage. But anyway, like I said, y'all have a good one. This is another episode of the Reporter Vlog. On November 13th, 2024. Excuse me. I'm gone. Watch yourself out there.